Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to review of 365 Days to the Wedding, Episode 4. Now, these last 3 episodes of this adult fake romance rom-com it's really good to see the growth of the characters with Takuya and Rika. You know, Rika and Takuya's relationship has started slow, but their relationship gets better and better because when it comes to rom-coms, when you have two polar opposites, it's always that line where they're really gonna have a wedding. Now, despite being the fake relationship that it is, we're now in this Takuya arc, family reunion arc, Takuya's hometown arc, the way I see it. Because this episode is all about family. It's all about backstories. And everything in this about understanding the role of the character as to why they're doing this. And that's like in rom-coms. Every rom-com, there's always that character you want to know about. You can't just jump in and just get it started. No, you have to know their backstories. And we got a little glimpse of Takuya's backstory about where he grew up and his backstory. And it's more about his backstory I'd like to see. Rika's case, oh my God, I was so sad about it. But I'm going to get right to it. So let's get right to it with the review of 365 Days to the Wedding, Episode 4. Because this episode was funny, but it had some not cruel, but more like sad moments. Okay, so Takuya, let's break this out for a bit. Takuya, that cat that he has, that cat is a straight up old Naruto. I think the cat watched Naruto because for a normal cat like that to go like that cat is straight up badass, and all he's trying to do is trying to brush the cat off, but the cat just squirming around back and forth. Now, as I watch these episodes, can I say one thing? Just out of pocket here. If I'm the boss of this company, and I lay down a rule where it's like, okay, there's a company going on, only non-married people, and then these two come in and say, we're getting married. Don't you see that's kind of fishy? Don't you see that's kind of like, you just planned this event, this whole big deal, and it's for non-married people, and then out of the gate, these two people say, I'm getting married. Is there something wrong here? You see what I'm saying? Is there something wrong with this? Yeah, it is, because you just made the announcement, and then all of a sudden they said we're getting married. I think the boss needs to really look at the standards of this one. There's really obvious ones. So, they got this call, some mysterious scream jigsaw call saying, oh, come to Takuya's hometown. And I'm like, who is this person that's been harassing these two? Who's that person that keep making who's a suspicious phone caller who calling these people to come to Takuya's hometown? Who is it? It's like, who is this person? Who is that mystery person? The way I see it, I think it's the female. Not the boss. I think it's the other female making these calls. I don't know. I think that's my first guess. But it's going to go to Takuya's hometown. As for the cat does not want to leave. I like the cat. The cat's expression in this episode was so funny. It's like you could read the mind of this cat. Tama, I think it's Tama. The cat is like looking at Takuya and is like, you owe me this. You owe me when you come back. I like that cat so much. Now, Takuya and Rika are going to Takuya's hometown. This is where the importance of this episode is about family. It's about family. Rika's backstory is so sad, it's not even funny. It's not even a joke. Rika's backstory is so sad, it's like Chizuru's backstory. It's like, how do I put this? It's like when Chizuru's backstory as to why she wants to become an actress and why she did it for her grandpa's sake. It's sad, and then for her grandma's sake. See, like Chizuru's backstory is really sad. So I'm looking at Rika's backstory, and it's sad too. I mean, her father's out, father's gone. She lives with her mother. Her mother goes on business trips. And it's one of those like, your mom or dad or your parents are not home and you have to take care of yourself vibe. That's what she is as a young child. Every time she comes home, her mom's not always home. She's always going on business trips. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I mean, the mother knows. At least she's not abandoning Rika. That's the thing. At least she's not abandoning Rika. She understands that the job she has is tough. It's hard for her to come home every now and then to see her daughter come home, come to school. Come home from school and whatnot. And I completely get it. But on the other side, I'm like, the mom needs to find a better job. One that she'll come home first, then Rika comes second. You know what I mean? Like that. That's important. But it didn't bother Rika, to be honest with you. As a child, you would have think as a lone child she'd be crying and all that. But no. All she did was open the refrigerator, grab some strawberries, and I love strawberries. That's my number one fruit. And then all she does is read maps. She's like the Google Earth. Having Rika is like Google Earth. You know, her knowledge of maps says it all. And then we see her as a child like loving maps as a child. Like she knows the latitude, longitude, the maps, the locations, the routes. She's Google freaking Earth. She like Google Maps. And then it's just like, and then she's like, I'm not alone. I got my maps here. I got the plate. I got the landmarks with me. I have my little buddies, mom and dad. I mean, me and my mom just going from one place. And the line is, you see her vision herself going to these places. That's what I like about Rika. That's what I like about her backstory. It's sad, but we understand the growth that she's getting out of it. Just talk about the way she loves math and whatnot. I mean, maps. And for her mom saying she's sorry she went there, she's proud, determined. It's like she can handle herself. And we see that. Is it sad that she doesn't have her mom not around? It's sad. But we saw her growth as growth even more. And I always see more of a backstory. I hope we get to see more of a backstory. I really do. This child is sad, but I see the determination that she has, and I can't wait to see more. So when we arrive at Takuya's hometown, we got to see her grandma. We got to see grandpa, whose back has been hurting. He's like, oh, my back. Oh, my back. His back's been hurting. But 4 episodes in. We are literally 4 episodes in. 4 episodes. And we already got this idea. We already got this. Then the car, the grandma's driving said, we're not married. Bro, we're not even like 6, 7 episodes, and the truth just came out. Rika telling Takuya's grandma, hey, we're not married. It's just like, damn. Normally the grandma was freaking out, but she knows about it. She knows Takuya's not married material yet. I mean, she knows. Although we get to see Takuya's other family members, we got to see their cousins, we got to see the sisters, we got to see all that. We got all that. But again, the fact that out of the blue, Takuya's grandma was like, "Yeah, we're not married," and it didn't freak the grandma out. Like it didn't freak his grandma. Like literally didn't freak out. I'm like, because all she wants is for Takuya to be happy. And that's what we want in real life. Like, yeah, you may not be in a relationship, but at least you're happy with the person. And truth be told, I know we're in 4 episodes in, but truth be told, as the episode progresses, we're gonna see more of their growth, because pretty soon they're gonna like each other, and that's what I can't wait to see. So, you know, the whole gardening thing with Rika and Takuya's grandma, they was, cutting off melons, strawberries, all that stuff, living a life. But then all of a sudden, Rika collapsed of heat stroke. And boy, though, talk about worst case scenario of your life. I feel like 365 days of the wedding going to have a lot of worst case scenarios. Because for this moment right here, when Takuya carried Rika into the house, the father comes in. And I'm like, yo, what kind of cliffhanger is this? What kind of cliffhanger is this? He picks Rika up going inside. Here comes the father right in front. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm fucking done. That's the reaction I got from watching that. So I can't wait to see what this other. I hope they. Oh God, this cliffhanger. I'm muttering a bit because that was epic. Now, overall, though, this was a good episode. This was a fantastic episode because this episode really focuses on family and seeing Takuya's family and a little bit more about Rika's family, about where her childhood. It all makes sense. It all makes sense why she loves maps and how she's able to know all the maps like Google Maps, Google Earth type. So we got to see a lot of that. But again, this episode is really nice. It really focuses on family and Rika's backstory to give us more depth about her. And I hope that later on we get to see more depths of her story as it progresses. So thank you for watching my review of episode 4. I can't wait for next week's episode.